I took this brand new subscription-based supplement brand from 0 to 300k revenue within 3 months and over 100k MRR, which is monthly recurring revenue, all from a subscription-based supplement offer. And I want to give you guys some tips and tricks and some strategies that you can implement immediately and hopefully scale your brand as well, and maybe even position your brand differently when you see this. All right, let's jump straight into it. This right here is a Shopify screenshot. Obviously, I'm going to pull up Shopify, real actual Shopify in a minute right now. But here, as you can see, I started working together with this client on October 1st. He already has had some good traction before that. And yeah, the things we implemented actually helped us scale even further. As you can see, at the peak, about 13k per day. We're still doing very, very good. You see the growth is good. We had some days where, you know, the ad account was banned and stuff like that. But anyway, we're already back and nothing's gonna stop us. So yeah, this was 30th of September where I was actually invited to join the business portfolio. And let's see what happened in the first 3 months of this brand, and then we're going to break down everything from the start. So we made 340k in the first 3 months in revenue. 275k of that were new customers, and it's a subscription-based brand, which literally means you can scale profitably. You can exit this brand potentially very soon, right? And it's just a great business model nowadays because obviously the customer acquisition cost, your CAC, is getting higher and higher. It's going to be hard to be profitable on the first end. I'm not saying that's impossible. It's, you know, definitely possible. But this guy decided for him to do this subscription-based model, which a lot of people do nowadays, and it actually has worked out very well. So let me pull up Shopify really quick. To analytics, reports, new versus returning customer sales. All right, we're not going to compare it to anything, and we're going to go and put here. The brand started on August. I think, as you can see, nothing happened before. The brand started on August, and now we have the 1st of November. So let's take a look at what happened. Obviously, this is just to show you guys that it's real. And yeah, 350k in revenue, 283k in new customer revenue, and the subscriptions are actually starting to pile up. It's just this purple line here, this purple chart here, it's just money in the pocket for the founder. It's just pure profit, right? It's crazy. Anyway, let's dive in further. All right, in October, after I started working with the brand, we have made about 168k new customer revenue and 50k MRR. These 50k MRR, excluding the product, the COGS, and the shipping cost, is literally profit in the pocket for the founder. The 50k MRR is already pretty much, you know, the sales that happened also in the September, end of September, beginning of October, etc., etc. But the real MRR is coming in November now and the months after that. So I hope I'm gonna make another video on this brand and the actual, you know, the bigger case study even on how this turned out to be. But yeah, let me give you some background on me. My name is Antonio. I'm a growth marketer, which literally means I'm a media buyer and creative strategist for ecom brands that are 7 and 8 figures. I have managed over 5 million in ad spend and made over 1,000 ad creatives. I specialize in direct response, so pretty much I work mostly with health and wellness brands, you know, beauty brands, anyone that can apply direct response advertising and VSLs, advertorials, funnels, and stuff like that to their brand. Here you guys can even, if you want to, you guys can go ahead and check out my page. There are some proof, testimonials, and stuff like that. But anyway, let's go further. So the initial situation with this client, we actually worked together earlier this year, and he exited his brand, which wasn't even in the supplement niche. It was a completely different brand. And yeah, he hit me up end of September to help with his new supplement brand. He scaled himself to 100k revenue within 2 months. And how did he actually get these subscription sales? It's literally on the Shopify product page. He has the box, right? Literally underneath the offer that is always ticked on. So obviously the customers are subscribed immediately. And before you guys go ahead and comment, hey, but you're gonna get, you're gonna have a lot of issues with angry customers, customer support, etc. We are taking care of this. Obviously, I also told him to make this even more bulletproof, to over communicate in the front end that this is going to be a subscription. So obviously we do this in the ads, we do this on the PDP, we do this in the checkout, and in the confirmation email that goes out immediately after the purchase. So we are minimizing any disputes and any issues when it comes to angry customers in customer service. So yeah, he scaled himself to 100K revenue within 2 months. And what were his problems? He had one single top of funnel VSL that was pushing the whole ad spend. So pretty much if this VSL dies out, the whole ad account is going to be struggling, and obviously it's not going to be easy to, get back up. So one single top of funnel VSL. So he didn't have any middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel ads, meaning he was making customers aware that this problem is existing, right? And he was also making sales. He did a good job himself. But the problem was the clients that were maybe already aware, problem aware or solution aware, or were looking for comparing different brands, waiting for a small discount, something like that, he wasn't even hitting them. And a lot of competitors could easily steal the conversions because we were paying money to make people aware of this problem that they might be having, right? And we were making money with it. But again, conversions could have been stolen, and there were no middle of the funnel or bottom of the funnel ads. And he also needed to increase both quality and the quantity of ad creatives that he made. All right. So what was my game plan when I came and started working with him? So first things first, I always have this setup where I literally take a look at the offer, at the funnel, and then at the ad creative. So first thing we did is improve the product page. So he had an extremely shitty image slider, and image slider is one of the most important things on your PDP. If you take a look at big brands, they do this, or a very big direct response brands, they do this extremely well, because a lot of people actually just go and swipe through the image slider, and your image slider should be a small funnel in itself, right? So I took my image slider SOP and applied it completely to his brand and helped him make a new image slider, which now looks like 3 times better and actually, makes the customer aware of the problems, shows testimonials, before and afters, blah, 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 everything that's needed. We also introduced some new sections on the PDP itself. And he already had a very good offer, but we made a small tweak that, should help us long term with our offer. Again, this guy was a seasoned ecom guy. This wasn't a complete beginner that didn't have no idea. He obviously has exited brands before, and so he obviously knows what he's doing. But again, we still had some things to fix, and that we did. So that was our game plan for the first thing. Obviously, this guy is under NDA. I can't show anything here, and I wouldn't show any of my clients anyway. So yeah. The second thing, after we improved the offer and the funnel a little bit and the PDP, the sales page, we installed the creative machine, right? I do this for everyone. I install the creative machine. It's a Notion workspace, right? It's organized. There are naming conventions. There are settings, properties. You can filter stuff. It's literally a workspace where I work together, the video editors work together, the media buying team works together. So everyone is in the same workspace, and we are just pumping out ad creatives, testing, signing them as a winner or a loser, etc., etc., etc. So yeah, here you can see a screenshot of his actual workspace here. What we managed to do with this approach here is we managed to put out 8 new batches per week. And these were full funnel ad batches, not only some top of funnel VSLs or some simple static ads, right? Everyone can pump out 8 static ads per week. These were a complete combination of long form VSLs, short form VSLs, direct response UGCs, and statics. All right. And let me show you how this actually looks in practice. We had some feature point outs. We had some here listicle style statics here as well. And then we had a lot of top of funnel ads like clickbaits. For example, this clickbait right here goes directly to an advertorial and works wonders, right? Then we have some 3 minutes 41 seconds, like mini VSLs, I would say, or just shorter VSLs. Here another one that's 4 minutes. and we just have this, just this factory of new ad creatives and pumping out these ad creatives all the time. So yeah, we also hired another video editor and added him to the team, and we are able to pump out even more ad creatives now. These were the two big things that we have made. The third thing is we needed to clean up the funnel and increase our conversion rate and average order value. So what we did is we introduced a pre-sale page, 5 reasons why listicle, obviously blurred here, I can't show anything. But what has this actually done for us? So we were at the client was scaling at 1 ROAS, like 1.0 ROAS. And after we introduced this, we were able to bring our ROAS to 1.2 because the conversion rate increased. That means he's not only extremely break even on the front end, but he actually makes very small profit in front end. Again, with this subscription-based business model, it's not about making money immediately, right? He's making money with these people being subscribed to his product, to his offer, and that is pure cash in the pocket because there are no marketing costs for these people. As long as you can get a lot of people in top of the funnel, then you will have a lot of subscriptions later on, right? So again, we wanted to make the front end even better by increasing the conversion rate, and that's why this 5 reasons listicle actually came into place. All right, and that was the third thing that we did for this guy. By the way, guys, before I reveal what happened in the next 30 days, let me tell you this. His media buying was important, but obviously the last important thing here, because media buying is just nowadays, I say this as a media buyer myself, having managed $5 million in ad spend for brands, it's about not making mistakes, right? As long as you do not make any stupid mistakes and try out any crazy strategies you see on X, for example, right? It's gonna be fine. So this dude literally set up a single CBO campaign and did these numbers with a single CBO campaign at a 1.0 ROAS and now at 1.2 ROAS, which is pretty crazy, right? So again, the media buying is the last thing on the last lever that you need. So after I started, in October, we did 220K revenue, 168K from that being new customer revenue, and about 50K, 52K was recurring customer revenue. Pretty much money in the pocket for this guy. Subscriptions grew, pure profit, and so in the Shopify subscription app, we already see that we are at over 100K subscribing revenue, recurring revenue. All right, and these are the sales that are gonna come in November, December, etc., etc. So this purple thing here, right, is just money in the pocket for this guy. Really good businessman. Really like working with this kind of people. And yeah, guys, let me summarize here, please. First things first, you need a good offer that is scalable in the front end. All right, you need to revamp your offer. Second thing, you need to make sure your sales page is informative but not too complicated. Simple but informative. You need to take a look. Is your funnel good enough? Can you introduce and test a pre-sale page? Do you need it at all? Maybe you don't need it at all, right? And the last thing that you need is a simple media buying setup, which literally means just don't fuck it up. Just don't do anything wild. Keep it simple. Keep it broad. Don't do any audiences or stuff like that. I hope you don't do that nowadays. And that's how you can make these numbers in a niche where your biggest competitors are AG1, the brand from David Beckham, what it's called, IM8, and stuff like that. That's how you can scale here. Again, make sure your backend is good. If you're running a subscription offer, you want these people to know they're subscribed to something. These are going to be 50-plus-year-olds that are subscribing to these supplement brands mostly, especially if you're doing it direct response way. So make sure your backend is on point. Don't just, obviously you're going to have this automatically turned on checkbox for every order that it's a subscription on the PDP, and people can click away if they don't want it, which a lot of people are gonna do, but a lot of people aren't gonna do. So obviously communicate on the PDP, on the checkout, on the email, first email that goes out immediately after they bought, right? Just to make sure to keep the minimum, disputes on customer service side and to keep business growing steadily. My projection for this guy, he's probably gonna be at around 400, 500K per month within 3 months. I may be wrong, but I'm gonna make another case study video if everything goes fine here, which I assume it will. And yeah, if you're an ecom brand owner, don't hesitate. If you have any questions, if you need any help with media buying, creative strategy, funnels, direct response, etc., hit me up on AntonioRakić.com. There's also going to be a link down below if you want to check my workout or book a call with me directly. That's it. Thank you guys. See you in the next one.